Hi everyone, my name is Elizabeth, Clinical Psych Registrar from Prosper Health Collective. Today I just want to be talking to you about some tips that could improve your sleep. So sleep is really important. We all need it. We need it to consolidate our learning, especially if you're in school. We need it for general health, and in general our mental health can be quite affected if we don't sleep enough. And your dopamine levels, your serotonin levels, it makes a difference here. Sometimes when we don't sleep enough, emotion regulation can just be that bit harder. So safe to say, sleep is very important. So here it is, some tips to help you with your sleep. So we all know, right? Because sleep is important, and sometimes you might have spent a lot of time finding strategies to sleep better. My first tip here is give each strategies time. So when I say time, I don't mean just like 1 day, 2 days, or like just a week. Trial it for a period of time, like a month, and before you decide on its effectiveness, being clear sometimes on why you need improvement in sleep and keeping a sleep diary with you can be really handy. So other tips here I have is really you need to start looking out for your body signs to sleep. Just like how a mom will look out for body cues from when their baby might be sleeping, you might have to do the same for yourself. So some of the common body cues might look like, your eyes might start to feel really heavy on your eyelid. You might start to feel like your thinking slows down, or you might be yawning a lot more. Another tip here is with sleep routine. Think of this as incorporating a cooling down process for your body so that your body can get ready to turn off the main engine. So this might look something as simple as just like a bedtime shower, a cup of non-caffeinated tea, listening to music, and then going to bed, for example. Now, sleep is also like science, right? But a science that is really customized to you. That means that apart from the general principles, you're going to be looking out for specific factors that work for you. So you need to experiment. Experiment what are some of the factors that's going to promote your sleep and what are some factors that's going to be a barrier to your sleep. Some promoters of sleep could look like temperature of the room, noise level, whether it's enough noise or not enough noise, or too little noise, too much noise, texture of your bedsheet, your clothings, familiar or soothing smells, dim lightings, or motion, sensory factors that might work for you. We're also looking at promoters like, is your body actually tired enough physically? For example, physical activity and exercise 2 hours before bed, at least. Whether you've got enough sunlight, sunshine in the morning when you wake up, whether you've eaten enough through the day. Some barriers that could happen before you go to bed. Some barriers here common one that you might want to look at is how much caffeine you might have intake and when was the last time you had caffeinated drink, including things like Coke, tea, energy drink, coffee after 2 p.m. Another barrier might be how much naps are you actually having, because that might reduce your overall sleep pressure and contribute to sleep challenges. How much electronics you might be using, the blue light. How much are you actually worrying at bedtime? Because stressing out about sleep, for example, or stressing about next day can actually introduce stress hormones into your body. The stress level in your body produces stress hormones that then makes it harder for you to go to bed. In general, with sleep principles, you want to start pairing your brain with sleep and feeling relaxed. So have a look at what you might do at night. Say, for example, if you had estimate 30 minutes, you're in bed, you can't get to sleep, then what? Instead of feeling really frustrated about it and start getting the thought process spiraling about, I'm not going to be sleeping, I'm going to be late for work, it's going to be a write-off tomorrow, have this strategy of, for example, acceptance. Let's attune to your body, and it is really hard when you can't go to sleep. It's frustrating, and it is okay. It doesn't necessarily mean that by falling asleep late, your next day is going to be a write-off. You can also visualize yourself in a safe environment, like a beachside, listening to the sound of the waves, sands on your toes, for example. And in general, after 30 minutes, estimated, you're still not asleep, get out of bed, do something low energy. Deep breathing, Sudoku, read a book, music, take your pick. When you feel sleepy again, reattempt your sleep again and repeat as needed. If things do not go as planned, avoid this temptation to be really critical to yourself. Know that it's going to take time. You want bedtime to prepare with relaxation, and they can take time. If you find yourself prone to critical narratives towards yourself, think about it this way. Is this something that you would say to your friend? If you won't, chances are you shouldn't be saying it to yourself either. Consider this instead as a roadmap, an opportunity for you to reassess this roadmap to sleep. Sometimes it can also help if you work with a therapist on what might be actually contributing to these sleep challenges. So if you like help to talk about this further, to improve your mental health, you're more than welcome to please engage with one of our clinicians at Prosper Health Collective. Thank you.